What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Sari here, and we got another episode of Sari Cooks. So glad to have you back. Today I'm going to make Khaopoon. Am I saying it right? Khaopoon? I think so. Anyway, it's a Lao noodle dish. I got red curry, coconut. We're gonna put some chicken in it, pair it with some noodles, which is the Khaopoon. So I got a very special guest today. You may have heard her behind the scenes. Why don't you come on out and tell the folks who you are.
I was too busy. I think I'm gonna be. No, do it over, and then I'm gonna come up from above.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead.
Today I got a very special guest. Her name is Catzie. Why don't you introduce yourself? Okay.
Okay, that's really bad.
So Catzie won a special contest. You know, she's a big fan of mine. So I wanted to bring her on the show. And
we are getting married tomorrow, and we wanted to throw a party for our friends. Like, we're just going down to City Hall. We're doing a civic ceremony. There's no dress or ring, so don't zoom in on our fingers. We wanted to throw a party so that we could, I don't know, celebrate it. So we're gonna make a dish called Khaopoon, which is a Lao dish, and a curry noodle soup. Well, actually, it's not curry noodle. It's just a noodle soup that you make for celebrations. And so today I'm going to teach Sari how to make the red curry broth with chicken that goes with Khaopoon. So why don't we get started? Okay.
she's a natural on camera, isn't she, folks? Do you want to see her on more episodes?
No.
Thumbs up. Let me know in the comments.
Okay, so Khaopoon is native to Laos, and Khaopoon means
Noodles, right?
there's nowhere in the United States that like can sell it, and plus, like, when you make Khaopoon noodles fresh, it doesn't last very long. So instead we have just these somen noodles from Japan. I have two different kinds. This one I always use, but I thought this one was cuter, so I don't know.
But you don't have to go to Japan to get these, right?
No.
Okay.
You get this from the regular supermarket. So these will do, but if you're in Laos, obviously, like, you would get the
real
kind.
thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So next thing is broth. It's a red curry paste broth. We're gonna cook it with some coconut milk. I have some here. They're the same brand. I like using the smaller ones because, like, sometimes you don't need that much, but, like, either is fine.
Well, what's the difference, if there's any?
There's really no difference. I think it's just easier to use the small one because you're not wasting, because, like, sometimes you don't need this much and it's really bad to keep it in a can. The other thing I want to mention too is that I like using coconut cream because with curry you have to fry it with, like, something oily to bring all the aromatics out, and because coconut cream is oilier. But, like, we can, I don't know, we'll work with coconut milk. Next I have some
Bamboo shoots.
I normally use another kind, which is behind you. If you can grab it for me, please.
So this is like a thinly sliced one.
Yeah, there's a thinly sliced one, and then there's
another one?
There's three of them behind you.
Oh, so this one is like cones.
This is cones, yep. There's one more behind you.
Another one?
Yep, so there's, let me see if I can, like, I can't see them from, okay. This one is a half, and it's like a cone. It's basically the same thing as this one, this is like the same thing, but this one's cut in half. And then these two are the same because they're like the square ones. These two are the ones that I'm used to using. They're a little bit like woodier. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it has like a woody, like it's like rough. The texture is rough. Whereas these two are like smooth.
So it's preference. Whatever.
Yeah, it's out of preference,
like.
but also like what you feel like looking at. And like before, I used to be like, I like perfect squares, but I think I like these now because I like how soft the texture is. So what do you want to use today?
I like, where's the flat one? I like these.
Okay.
I feel like these just lay better and look better in the soup.
Okay.
So we'll go with the flat. Flat boys.
We're also gonna add some
quail eggs.
Quail eggs, which are basically quail eggs boiled and then saved in water. Pretty sure you can get fresh quail eggs. If you can, go ahead and use it. We don't have it where we're from, so we're just gonna use.
Low key, this is like my favorite part of the soup. Just like when you eat it, like it kind of pops in your mouth, and it's like a little yolk explosion. I don't know. Eggs just kind of always make everything better, so definitely got to have one of these.
So now we're gonna move on to the aromatics. So I have some lemongrass. Just regular old lemongrass. Got from the supermarket. Next is
this adds citrus notes. This is also adds citrus notes, but this is kaffir lime leaves.
Yep. They were frozen, so they're like not as green as they should be, but that's the good thing about kaffir lime leaves. You can freeze them
forever.
And you don't have to thaw it. You can just throw it in the soup if it's frozen because it's so thin. So moving on to next are shallots. I used to always just cook my khaopoon with just regular curry paste with nothing in it, but I noticed that when my mom makes anything with curry, like she'll always add extra aromatics. So I'm gonna use shallots because I kind of like my curry on the sweet side, so I'm gonna add that for extra sweet flavor. And then we have here galangal. So galangal is like a cousin of ginger, whereas ginger is sweet and spicy. Galangal is just spicy. It doesn't have like the hair, like the like the skin on the outside. We probably only need this much since it's just me and you, so.
It's really strong. Like you really don't need a lot, and then like you really got to chop it pretty fine.
But we don't have to chop it because we're just going to throw this in the broth. So we could just throw this whole.
The whole thing?
The whole thing, yeah.
I don't know.
The little one.
I think we should chop it up into smaller, manageable pieces.
But we're not going to eat it.
I know. We'll figure it out. One of our many future disagreements.
Okay, so the next thing is the chicken, which I don't know where you put it because you're in charge of it.
You want me to go get it?
Sure.
The last episode you're in.
So like I mentioned, we're making curry with chicken, and in Lao this would be called khaopoon nam gai, which basically means khaopoon chicken water. So we have 3 pieces of chicken thighs, the bone in, because we want it to flavor the soup.
It's juicier, it's cheaper, and bone in will give you tons of flavor.
But also if you use chicken breast tends to over dry and then it gets like scratchy. So
right.
Yeah. So okay. So I'll go get some water and want you set up the induction stove.
I got this for Christmas. Thank you. So here we go. Should probably point it towards me. Oh, interesting. I'll figure this out. All right. I don't like the way this cord is facing the other way.
It doesn't go the other way?
We back.
So we have this induction top that we are using.
I got it for Christmas. Shout out to my lady. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Can you already? Yeah. So the water's boiling. So now the first thing we're going to do is we agree that I was right and that we don't have to chop it and you just throw the whole thing in.
We're going to put the whole thing in, all right? Watch the splash. Pow.
So because this is long, you can't just throw it in here because it's not going to fit. So what you do is take the outer leaves, like the part that's not as pretty, and then you're going to tie it.
You strong, babe.
You're going to tie it. That's what I gotta deal with.
You know, like
that.
I wasn't myself in the past videos, but now like I feel a little bit more comfortable because my lady here, so.
Anyway, okay.
I'll be a little goofy.
Next, we need the lime leaves. Let's do like
Let's do the nice big ones. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, that's good. All right. So the last thing is that we gotta add the chicken. So I don't know if you wanna go ahead and.
How do you say chicken in Lao again?
Gai.
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 In Cambodian, it's saitmon. Sait is meat. So you want to drop that boy in. You want to drop another one. You prefer to leave the skin on?
Yeah.
Why's that?
I don't know. It's better.
You just get all the fat from it.
All right. So we'll let it boil. You go wash your hands.
Well, how long should we let this boil? Till the chicken is all the way
So the
cooked?
chicken's done. So like, I don't know, like 30 minutes.
So you can extract the flavor?
Yes. All right. So let's get the cutting board ready.
Okay.
We don't need any more lemongrass right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it one more time. Can we have the cutting board, please?
Yeah, go get it.
It's right there.
Oh. Alright.
Okay.
What next?
So you are going to cut some shallots.
So where's the shallots?
Right there.
Oh, okay. Okay. How would you like these? Minced?
Yeah, because we're going to mix it in with the curry paste. So.
Okay. Should I share some knife cutting tips with the audience?
Sure.
So I was teaching Aditi, who is Catsie's daughter, my soon-to-be stepdaughter. She's still my daughter. But I was teaching her how to cut because she was cutting like this and her fingers are like sticking out. So my tip to her was, you gotta fold it in like a claw, like that machine that you win prizes. Like that goes like this, and then like that. So you gotta close it up. So thanks a lot for the tip.
All right, looks like the chicken's ready. So why don't we? Can you grab the plate?
Oh, no plate.
Oh. Shut up. All right. You want to just grab a piece of chicken and test it?
Sure. So we could do this the old school way with the chopstick. Basically, all you gotta do is stick a chopstick in the chicken, and if it's like clear liquid that comes out, is cooked. But I got a handy digital thermometer, and you stick it in, and if it reads more than 165 degrees, you're in good shape. So this is done. Very handy.
So
check out my sponsorship in the comments below.
So why don't you take the rest of the chicken out and then...
Okay. So we should just turn this off.
No.
No.
Because you're gonna put the frying pan on there.
What? I need another piece of chicken.
Well, I thought you were done.
Well, I didn't say I was done. Just playing. We don't fight. This is all a show. Right, babe?
All right.
So, are we gonna let the chicken cool down, right?
Yes. We're gonna let the chicken cool down, so we put this off to the side.
Okay.
The next thing we're gonna do is fry the curry. So why don't you put the frying pan on here?
Okay. And I would like some oil.
So the way that I grew up making curry was that I take coconut milk, and then when the fat separates from the coconut milk, that's when we're ready to put the curry in. But since we don't have coconut cream, which is what I normally use, I'm gonna add coconut oil to the milk.
Should we put some oil in the pan?
So yeah, so since we're keeping in line with coconut milk, we're gonna have some coconut. Here, why don't you do this, and I will dip in this.
How much should I put, like a tablespoon?
Yeah. What are you doing, can opener?
So, I think this is about a tablespoon. That's good?
Can you open this, please?
Yes, dear. Alright, so I've got the can of coconut milk
So
open.
you can put it in there.
The whole thing?
Yeah, just use the spoon.
Seems like a lot. The whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Alright.
Well, it's gonna cook down, so don't forget the lid.
Okay. I put my spoon in there. So I'm still getting used to this induction cooktop. There's like power levels from 1 to 10. I got it on a 6.5, and like the last time I put the boiling water on it, like I put it at a 10 and it boiled with like 3 minutes.
Oh, that's fast.
So it is pretty fast.
Did you put it on high or medium?
There is no high or medium. This is like 1 to 10, so 10 is obviously high.
Okay, well, did you put it on 5 or 10?
10. What else? You were saying earlier that the liquid is going to start separating from the solid part of the coconut, and we kind of want to let that evaporate so that you kind of get like almost like a paste, like a coconut paste. Is that what we're looking for? Like the consistency?
Somewhat.
Should I stir?
Yeah, you should stir it so that if there's any parts that are, any solids that are at the bottom, don't let it burn.
Gotcha. All right, so I think we're at a comfortable temperature right now, and we'll continue to stir. Ooh. Oh, look, it's starting to evaporate.
Alright, so then I would stop stirring.
Okay.
Wait for the oil to separate, like you'll see it, like.
Okay.
And then when you know the separation, then you can add the shallots and the curry.
Okay. What do we do now? I like your shirt. Where did you get this from? Huh?
My friend Tina gave it to me. But can you tie it? Can you do my top button? I meant to.
There's no top button.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
There's no top button.
There's no slot.
Yeah, it's a little string.
It's gonna be hard to get off.
Thank you. All right, so wait, don't stir it. I said.
All right, is we ready?
Yes.
So what should we put in first?
So why don't you put in the shallots first?
Okay.
Pour in the curry.
Okay.
Can I have some room? Thank you.
So we're putting in our red curry here. And should we start stirring or?
Yeah, you can start stirring.
Gently, right? A little folding.
No, you just make sure it's really.
You want it rigorous?
Can you just like thoroughly mix it?
What's up, y'all? You think Catzie should be on the next episode of Sari Cooks?
This is my last episode.
You think we should change the name of the show to Sari and Catzie Cooks? Leave a comment in the comment section below. I am really liking this cooktop. So we just cook all our food like this. Where's my cat?